it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I have a Scraps and Ink Crafts design team layout for you today. So today is Tuesday. That's when we do Technique Tuesday. And I'm going to start with just a simple technique of a grid layout. So I am using some Pretty Little Studio paper, and I decided to pull that based on my photos. So my photos are actually just screenshots of our Disney tickets because that's like how they do everything now. Like everything's online. So I screenshot them. I think they're super fun because they have, the little hats on them, and they're either like, so Lucas's is Donald, Christopher is Mickey, I am Minnie, and, oh, just kidding. Lucas is Goofy, and Julianne is Donald. So it's kind of fun because they're at least 3 out of 4 of them are our favorite colors. So I went ahead and trimmed those down, and I cut a border. So the pink is going to be my border, and then I'm actually using a grid paper, which is super helpful, right? To make a grid layout. And I gutted it so I could use the pink paper as well. So that's going to be one of my mats. Also, I used the ticket die and cut it out in all 4 papers. I love this ticket die, like absolutely love it. So I went ahead and matted my photos so you can see how my grid is. And then I am going to take some products from the shop, and I am going to do an embellishment cluster on each of the photos. So all of the photos are going to get a strip of 3 tickets. So you can see they're a little extra long right now, but I am going to cut those, and I will use them in addition. And then there are some acrylic tickets from the shop as well that are so cool. So each of my clusters is going to get one of those. And then I have the super pretty appliques. So, and they're all glittery. These are the glittery ones. And so since they're glittery, I decided to pull in one of the wooden mouse heads, and I am going to paint it first. So I'm going to paint it with just some white. I think this is just white paint. So, because I really want the gold to stand out, and I think sometimes the gold takes a few extra coats. So in order to do that, I think starting with the white base instead of a wood base is going to be helpful. So I think I did 2 coats of white, and then I let that dry a little bit, and then I am going to take some gold glitter glaze, and I am going to add that to the top as well. So it's going to give the impression that I have like a big applique, but it is wood. So this also is going to take a couple of coats. I think I did 2, but you do kind of have to let it dry, and I did try to make it fairly thick because I wanted all the sparkle. All the appliques are so sparkly. I wanted to make it sparkle too. So I'm going to put that in the center of my layout, trying to decide if the center one needs to be a Minnie or a Mickey, because I did take the bows and crowns from the shop, and I put bows in the clusters of Julianne and my ticket. The boys didn't get both, but we did. So there are my 3 little extra tickets you see that I cut off, and I'm going to actually attach them behind my wooden Mickey head. And then I think it's time to start gluing some things down. So I hope that you enjoy this technique. I am a sucker for a grid. Not gonna lie, I'm definitely a sucker for a grid. And I think it's a good way to, if you're kind of in a slump, it's pretty easy to just start adding some fun little bits to each area of your grid. So here are those. Oh no, I actually had 2 chipboard pieces sitting on my desk. One says Everyday Magic in purple, which is perfect. So I went ahead and put that on top of the Mickey head. And then I had 2 other ones, one that said Sweet and one that said Cool. So I put the Sweet in the cluster of the top photo and then Cool in the bottom. So then I thought I was done, but then I just needed a little bit more sparkle. So I'm going to take this gold glitter glaze and I'm actually going to paint right underneath those acrylic tickets. And it's just going to give just the tiniest bit of sparkle, but it brings that sparkle from not just the center of the page, but it kind of brings it all the way around since I put it in all of the clusters. So I guess if you think about it, I have 5 clusters here. And I was contemplating putting some of the sparkle gems on here, but I don't think any of them actually make it, but I do love them. So there is my layout. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will have a link to the shop so you can get your hands on this. And I do have a coupon code. So if you use Crystal B for Barrett, 15, that'll give you 15% off in the shop. There's actually 2 crystals on the design team, so that's why the B is added. If you have any questions, I love to chat with you. Let me know what you're going to do with your tickets, or if you still have paper tickets, I would love to know. So there is my layout. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye.